Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns 3. We are here to play the Minish Randomizer, and I'm going to turn time over to iBot02 and SDG Sean on commentary.
Hello.
Good evening.
Exciting new time zone. What time frame?
Yeah, we do have this, fresh new time slot for the Minish Randomizer Weekly, which is going to be used every other week instead of the usual one. We do also have some new settings. Well, okay, it's really just that the Force can't be in DHC anymore in terms of, actual logic breaking changes. But also randomized music. Which, some people like, some people absolutely hate when they get, Sanctuary theme or something like that in a high action place, but you know.
Just getting ready to start here.
Yeah, our timer on stream is running, so we are just catching up to the bit of delay added in by ZSR.
Yeah. Exciting. Want to see if this qualifies me for the next punishment seed.
Well, you would have to have really excelled for that. I mean, I guess it's possible.
Anything's possible. I mean, Johnny rolled one seed for the last set.
Yeah. And it was quite a seed. But you do have the advantage of not having the option to put the Force in DHC.
So that's mitts. Oh, I think iBot just dropped out, but we saw mitts. Not a lot else, but you know, could always rush town digging if you really wanted to. That'd be exciting. That's fine. You can all enjoy my lovely voice as we see an element check. We have no palace and no fortress, so kinstones are not needed. Probably will still be necessary, but well, iBot's back, so we're all good, Hendris.
Don't you just hate it when this Discord just crashes?
Oh no, instantly.
Yeah, I guess hey, all these streams are now showing something. The laptop's nope, no longer going to run this. I guess I didn't miss much. I did see the moments in the tower, and we saw an element check, which was nice. No kinstones, possibly. Ooh, yeah.
A cane in town digging.
Because we have two items, we still have no way to break trees. Neither Moments nor Cane give you that access to the South Harrowfield Rupee Cave, which is usually the first step in getting anywhere in a seed.
But we should see that access here from...
But we do have fountain access. I mean, we don't have any of the items in Fountain and Logic, but kids did just find the bottle.
Yeah.
Did we see anything on Julieta?
No, it was a big blue rupee, I believe.
Okay. So... Then the bottle... for one of the checks we would need cape, for another we would need flippers or cape, and the third needs a weapon. So... None of the checks in Fountain are in Logic.
Well, there's a bomb bag.
Not any of them in Logic, but the bomb bag is a way to break trees. Rom found a Cloudtop's kinstone there on the school rooftop.
Okay. Hopefully you don't want to see all 5 of them in the Veil's full skinstone today.
Yeah. You could just not find the grip ring in that case and it's still fine.
Or that, yeah.
All of those together, yeah. You would want to avoid that.
I mean, the grip ring could be very nice. We have a cave required, so...
Yeah, no, gripping by itself can be very nice.
Yeah.
Cluster Kinstone there in Sphere Zero in the courtyard.
And we saw a caster kinstone there as well.
In the bakery attic.
You just said cape in the bakery attic?
I just said cape in the bakery attic.
Oh, yikes.
This is a start to the seed. We don't have a sword yet, which we do need 5 of those, but you know.
I'm so glad I'm not running it because I can't stand the Minish checks in town, so having them hard required is or well, potentially. I don't think there's any checks left, right? Well, no, we've got that bomb bag, so there's a bunch open.
Yeah, no, bomb bag gives like Minish Loop and this South Feet Rupee Cave, which shows a bow and a lantern, and those are both real, so...
Nice cave.
We need like Gusher Boots, Graveyard Key, and swords? Oh, and a way into Deepwood.
4 minutes in?
4 minutes in that I can just list what we need, yes.
I'm just like, yeah, we just need to play the seed.
When I say swords there, it's 5 swords, so you know.
Yeah.
Sword hunt at some point.
AD for swords, let's go. Actually, seeing those punishment seeds, I don't know if I want that. I'm not usually in this position of rolling.
Yeah. We do our best with those.
Yeah. They're all work of art.
But yeah, Shocky the second to pick up that bomb bag from the tingle trees. Whereas Rom and... No, sorry, Kids was the second to pick up the bomb bag. Rom and Shocky are the ones who grabbed the cape to get that access to the South Field Rupee Cave.
Yeah.
Which also had another bomb bag, that's the one Rom got, right? He hasn't done tingle trees?
Yeah, that's the one Rom's got.
And did he also find another bottle, or did he do tingle trees and I missed it?
He definitely didn't do tingle trees, else he'd have another bomb bag. So there must have been a bomb. There must have been a bottle in the cave,
or somewhere else in the town.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because I don't think anyone found a bottle elsewhere other than tingle trees. So. Wait, Rom's only now getting his oh no, he did it with bombs, didn't he? Never. So he must have done tingle trees?
Okay, so Rom did do tingle trees, got the bottle and the bomb back from there, and I'm just confused about
must
things.
have done. Yeah, must have done.
Okay, and I just confused it with Meshi, who didn't. It only has the bomb bag and not the bottle. That makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Don't mind me, I'm just not paying attention as usual.
I mean, I didn't know either. So...
And yes, this is randomized music. That is one of the 2 changes to the settings that were resulted from the poll we had recently. So we see Shocky going through the Minish loop. No one else is doing anything new right now, are they?
No.
Maybe we haven't seen Trilby yet?
Rom's heading towards Krenel.
That's going to be new. At least he's doing Trilby. Who knows if he's actually going to go to Krenel.
I'm a little bit worried though that because Kits hasn't done the Minish checks in town, so May last location that cape.
Yeah, that cape is...
And with basically, like, almost... What? We could get into Cave of Flames, just no sword.
Yeah, you do need a sword for Cave of Flames, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I say unfortunately because that meant we needed to change it for the punishment seeds, really.
There's another caster on Rom's side. I'm fairly sure. Was that Cloud Tops?
Rom has 2 Cloud Tops marked on his auto trackers. So.
Okay, so it's Cloud Tops. I saw the sea. That was literally all I saw. It's not Vale Falls.
That is the reason some people like playing on a non-English language, because
Oh yeah.
for some reason those other names are a bit better in terms of how easy they are to tell apart.
Yeah, so the only castle one we've seen so far has been in the courtyard.
Yeah, which they don't have access to turning them in any ways,
No.
even if they did have all three.
Although it's got to be playing on the back of their mind with it not being required. Is it going to be necessary?
Yeah, but we only saw one of them so far. Like, you really only worry when you have 2 or 3 early.
Yeah.
Shocky going through the like Minish cave, like digging cave here without a sword. That's just pain.
Chat pointing out a good point as well that hype caves open.
Oh yeah, we have cape and mitts.
Yep. Also, I feel like Shocky should just walk down a little bit, and then they'll.
Yeah, but there's a third leg.
Don't worry about him. He's chilling.
Like, you see it there when he's walking down.
And he's just saying hello. Being absolutely trolled by these. It's a good job he doesn't have a shield.
Yeah, I mean, you would just buy one and stock one at that point.
But that would make the shop useful. There's
Yeah,
a
we can
sword.
have that. It's real. Okay, there's a sword.
Well, that's
a good reason to not do Minish, like to check the first 2 checks in Minish Woods before doing the reverse.
Yeah.
Minish.
I'm surprised, especially seeing that was a freestanding item as well.
I mean, if you do reverse,
Oh
you just
no, actually, yeah, going reverse, you wouldn't have seen it, of course.
yeah, like.
And we're seeing Orphan Fairy.
Not being orphaned when the cane was this early.
Oh, and there's a
It's another
sword in
sword.
Lower Vale Falls.
And
I
another
think that
book.
is.
That's the second that we've seen, right? Or was it the third?
It's the second one we've seen.
Okay. Okay, there were 2 books in Lower Vale Falls.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if, like, Shocky picked one up in Minish Loop, but I guess not.
No. Well, Shocky's on Stream Tracker.
On Stream Tracker isn't working, so you can't use that as a basis for whether you got one. Like,
Well, I'm fairly sure. I'm fairly
not
sure
being in
Mashi
contention.
hasn't. Yeah, I think Mashi hasn't done it.
Yeah, Meshi hasn't done it. Meshi found 2 swords in Vale Falls.
Yeah.
The question is whether we have seen the third one in Minish.
Oh.
We'll see soon. I'll see soon. Like,
We'll see when they get the
Loop now,
Ocarina
right?
and rush Yulari.
yeah, we haven't seen the Ocarina yet, but if you find 3 books and Kane this early, you expect the
Yeah.
Ocarina to also be early just for Yulari to be required.
So Kits has seen that sword but can't get it because he hasn't got the cape from Bakery.
That's somewhat bad. You also can't get the one in Vale Falls for the same reason.
Oh yeah, wow. Well, that should lower the amount of checks.
Yeah, that like if the like whatever third sword to get the red sword is also locked by either like one of the swords or the cape, then that will like force kids to last location that cape earlier, which is probably good. Rom also coming to this like cave from reverse Minish Woods. He's using bombs the correct way to use them as a weapon, namely by
So-
throwing them at things.
On one side, we're getting simultaneous light caves, and on the other, we're getting simultaneous Lon Lon Ranch keys.
Yeah, but you can see how much faster the sword made that cave there.
Yeah.
Because Rom got to this cave quite a bit earlier than Meshi. And look where they are now.
Yeah, but Mashy's already heading down towards Deepwood. Although Rom's, of course, done that side. So.
No, Rom came in reverse, so...
And there's the sword, and he's
Which
not
might
happy
have
about it. He's not happy about seeing that sword.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that bomb was accidental and anticipating the text box or just a rage bomb.
Judging by his webcam right now, I think it was a bit of a rage. So it looks like Kits is
Kits is doing
half ledge
ledge. I mean, at least he's in town.
Yeah. So hopefully...
Can't do Grimblade, so that's not one that will take him away from here.
Yeah, although Kits is a good friend of mine and he knows how much I hate for Minish checks.
Yeah, but if like, what are his options?
Well, there's nothing left now, but if there was something there...
Oh, sure.
What is it? There's like he can't even do chickens because
You got the cane this early, like why not just do the Minish checks? They don't get faster.
I think that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, it did get blocked there, trying to enter the cafe, but...
That lady loves to block you when you're trying to race through.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't stop by Romeo's house and do that side first, since he came that way. Like, he walked by Romeo's house, which has a perfectly fine portal if you ever came.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's going there now, because...
I don't think we've seen a lot in Hype Cave.
I'm seeing a grip ring there on Rom's side. That's not in Hype Cave, but... It's interesting.
Yeah.
Quinna just became a really appealing play.
Yep. It's right above Hype Cave.
And Kits is now going to pick up that cape, so...
Yeah.
Carl of Metal, a Kinstone... And another bottle.
Woo.
That's a decent looking stock, depending on what's in the figurine house. But that is Shoki's first bottle. Apparently Shoki has not done Tingle Trees yet.
No.
And that means we'll be able to avoid that quite a bit longer.
Think we're gonna see droplets. You know what they say, there's always a sword in Todd.
Yeah, I mean, you got Lantern, you got Cape, you got the sword, and it's an element.
It's not, it's not a terrible idea.
This is a good, I like this play.
You can get that blue warp ready.
Yeah, you get the blue warp, like you go to the second room path. You're not getting the gust shard checks, but
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rom head towards Krenor here. With it being all open, caves and element.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised
exactly
to see a sword in Gale Flames or on the Beanstalk on Krenner. So.
Lavamer, trust me, I don't remember the names.
How do you not remember the names?
Because there's 11 of them.
No, there's not!
I thought there was 11 swords.
Yeah, but Swiftblade gives 4 of them, so there's 8 of them.
Look, right? See, that's how much I don't know their names. I don't know how many there are. I'm a glitchless speedrunner. I don't need to know their names. We don't do them.
Yeah, I guess. The scroll that Shocky picked up was, I think, a second spin, like a fast split or fast spin.
Yeah, there was a great spin in Hype Cave. Someone said it earlier.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I think it was fast split in Wayford. So. Based on Rom's tracker.
Has Mashy not done Veil? But Mashy's done it, and it's not on his tracker. I think it was Rockbreaker.
Did Mashy collect spins in a different order, maybe?
Possibly.
Where is the first? Like, if the other spin was in Minish Loop, then Shocky and Rom did that before Wayford, but Mashy did it after.
Yeah, that would be the most sense. Although Mashy has just marked off fast spin now, so
Yes, Mashy got. Okay, I don't know. Did Mashy just get that, or who knows?
yeah.
However, the spin scrolls work out. Like,
We'll
I don't
find
know.
out. Kits is about to get some scrolls here as well, so as there's nothing on the rupees and
that would not make sense that someone got great spin from the Hype Cave then, if Mashy got fast spin there. So that would mean that someone confused the text box, because the fast spin text box says you sped up your great spin charge. So that's always great for confusing. Like which it is. But yeah, Rom is now going to go grab the first element here from Cave of Flames.
Elected to skip lower Krenel?
Yeah, skipped lower Krenel, did not go to the beanstalk yet, right?
No, just went straight to cave.
Yeah, which it's an element.
Yeah.
You have cape, it's not getting faster.
I'm guessing because Shocky's already out. Did Shocky not do droplets?
No, Shocky just went past Waveblade, got the shortcut, and left. Mashy looks like he is
Mashy's going there.
going there.
They're jumps with purpose, they are.
And we'll see whether Kits is going to join them. Would not have a white sword by... Well, Kits saw the sword in Minish Wits, right? So... he should go pick that up.
That's for one Kit's got.
Oh, did he not do Veil Falls yet? Okay.
I don't think he went back to lower Veil Falls.
Okay. So he might just dip droplets with the Smith sword.
Yeah.
Which is, like, fine, but having that extra damage does help.
Mm-hmm. I'm
It's
quite
also,
surprised
like,
we have his...
6 hearts, that's fine.
I
Like
think
6
we've...
hearts, 2 bosses.
Yeah. I think we've seen Hype
go
Cave
for it.
from everybody, and I don't think we've seen any... And I think we've seen a couple of people go through town and not check for Karlov Meadow.
You know how those fetch quests are.
They're required.
Well, yeah, now that no one's done it,
Exactly.
it's gonna be something. But if someone had just rushed it, it wouldn't have been anything.
Yep. And we are seeing kids in droplets, so... With...
Yeah, I think it is a good play. Like,
Yeah. I mean, either cave or droplets is a good play. They're both required.
yeah, and when you're already in Hype Cave and they're close, like, just
Yeah.
get it out of the way. Sure, you
wouldn't-
have to come back here because, assuming you don't get a red sword in here, which is really unlikely for kids and possible for Mashy, and there's a graveyard key in droplets.
We need that.
We do need that. That's another thing of the checklist. So now it's boots, Gusher, swords.
Wow.
A lot of
And
swords.
technically flippers.
Oh yeah, flippers or not, right?
Well, I was thinking flippers more for droplets logic, but...
Oh yeah, logically. But
That was
actually, flippers or not.
Well, there's a Gus jar!
Okay! Boot swords, D-boot access. Let's go!
Can we get a Jabbernock go mode?
Possibly?
I've seen it happen once.
You mean,
And
yeah.
it was also the last seed I rolled, which shows how long ago it was I rolled it. Because that was when you shouted at me for going to Fortress instead of doing town digging in that plastic guitar.
Oh,
And then made a video of it and put your comment in there because you were like, you did not require Fortress before town digging.
Why do you? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, but I did it for the meme.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
It works for Hendris, not Hendris, Nesman.
Yes, but that's Nesman. You are aware of the whole horseshoe thing, right?
Well, yeah, fair.
But yeah, kids in the difficult room of like early droplet dips right now. I guess. Like this is the part where you would really not mind having a white sword. But gets through it fine.
Nicely done, yeah.
Rom in the last room, basically, of Cave of Flames before the boss. Shocky just now reaching Cave of Flames.
I don't think we've seen anything in Cave of Flames.
You mean besides the gust jar?
Well, apart from the Gust Jar, yeah. Since the Gust Jar.
The gust jar is kind of important. Light arrows and droplets, that's not as important. No sword there, so unless it's like on the ice plane.
Yeah. We're just gonna go grab that blue warp first.
Last pre-boss check here for Rom.
So not on George,
The
wow.
boss key. Not on George, Flippers and Deepwood. Cloud, Vapor Skinstone in Fortress. Let's go. On Mazar. Let's go.
Yeah. Oof.
You want to be in the punishment seat, right?
I kinda do, but at the same time...
Yeah, no. There is a Cloud of Skinstone. Well, no, we have slightly mids though. Like, it doesn't...
We're gonna see it in a second either way.
Yeah, but like... There was no way you miss mids in this seed, right?
Hopefully not.
If you did, you wouldn't have Kane, which wouldn't have given you K because... No, there's no way. Like, mids gave access to Kane, gave access to Cape, gave access to... Or either of those gave access to Grip Ring, so...
But, yeah.
There's no way you're doing Sean Cave without... or doing Crenel Wall Climb without mids.
I have to wonder because when Nesman found out it was gonna be me who was rolling, he said he was gonna rush it as soon as he got access.
Which could have been quite early.
Yep.
Like, you basically need mids and Cape to get the Grip Ring. And then there's the whole bottle thing, but... Okay, it's Nesman, he might not have done Tier 3, so...
Yep, nothing in there today.
And nothing much interesting on the Beanstalk either.
No?
Like, Boomerang is nice, but... not what they want to find. I guess after Cave of Flames you just go to droplets then. Now you can actually like almost full clear it except for the boss. With the Gust Jar.
Yeah.
And many other like great options are there.
Not off the top of my head.
Like, gotcha, okay, there's a check on Regal that you can just quickly grab. But it doesn't give access to much else, since we don't have deboot access.
Yeah.
So following your last progression puts you in droplets, and common sense routing puts you in droplets, so you probably should just go to droplets.
Yeah.
Well, yes, that could happen, but...
Maybe someone's gonna go do Karlov House.
Oh! You mean... actually, like, turn in the fetch quest that gives you 3 access?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
It's...
I mean, it's only like a really quick check that you can just grab.
It's a pipe dream.
Like... This is TMCR, the runners are trying to emulate Nesman, thus they don't make things that make sense. Right? That's how it works.
Yeah, something like that. But the thing is it pays off where
sometimes. Yes.
I've been on the receiving end of that.
Bro, the best strategy in this randomizer is to just forget about some critical piece of information, make a decision based on that.
Yep.
And then just get lucky and turns out.
I think the main strat is don't check your elements, right? And then you just win by accidentally getting it right.
Forget what your elements are, go to the other place, find your go mode there, then check your elements. Okay.
And we found the red sword.
Where was it?
It was in the back of Malari Mines, I think, by the looks of it. It wasn't on Malari, it was on the
It
chest.
was the pre-Malari fusion. Okay. And then I imagine ROM saved after that, checked the block chest and reset?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's Western Woods.
But I don't know if he's going to go straight there, because...
it's the beanstalk!
He's not done it yet. So that's a first
so hopefully going to check Greyblade on the way out.
I was like really surprised that there was 3 cloud tops, but I've just looked over the ZSR stream and Shocky has 4.
Maybe there was another on the top? I don't know what else Shocky has done that ROM hasn't yet. I did not pay enough attention to the beanstalk to know whether there was a cloud of skins on there.
Kits is picking up that sword from Lower Vale Falls.
Is there a sword on the beanstalk? Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't think there was anything up there.
Well, if there wasn't, then I don't know where Shocky got the 4th, but...
It could be that the caster one was counted as well. Maybe. We'll find out very shortly, so...
At some point, Shocky is going to check his Kinstone bag, and... we will know. If Shocky got the one from the courtyard, then that was a caster one.
Yep. Speaking of the courtyard...
Oh, his kid's doing Grimblade now.
It's... Blank Blade.
Grimblade. Because he lives in the darkness.
That is pretty grim.
And is checking the 3 checks in Northern Wayforce here. I'm not sure if we've seen these. Okay, Shocky did treason, not... Then I don't know what... Where
It'll work out in time.
Yeah. Like I said, at some point, Shocky
we'll find
Kinstone back, and we will find out.
We'll find extra kinstones and be like, huh? And then it'll all click into place. But that's a cuss jar for Shocky, and I can see from his face cam That is quite funny.
So yeah, Rom checking a Greyblade here.
Yeah, I mean you're here. You might as well clear them out so you don't have to come
When
back.
you get the red sword somewhere like Cave of Flames or the surrounding area,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the gripping, you just do this on the way to Western Woods. But yeah, Rom is now descending the mountain, heading towards Western Woods. While Meshi and Shocky are going through Cave of Flames, are going to pick up the red sword after they're done here, most likely.
I wonder if Rom does for rest of Lower Kreno.
No, right now you go to Western Woods.
That's what I would have thought, but there's definitely a possibility that you do it, because you're just, like you say, just here.
No. You go to Western Woods. If he would do Lower Crane in this situation, then he should have done it before climbing up. Because if you do it while descending there, your quick warp still at Cave of Flames, which makes things awkward.
Yeah, fair. Because we saw his shield on the, on Swiftblade.
Yeah, I mean, shield means going back to Crane for Rom anyways, I guess. And you can do Lower Crane at that time easily.
Yeah.
Depends on what you'll find here, like...
Just a roll attack.
Sure, but there's still the Beanstalk. And then Caster. And all we need are 2 more swords, boots, and
then Fortress of Winds, because they're gonna find the Casting Wilds Kinstones.
They would need to go back to Courtyard for that. Rom didn't pick that one up. You know, not clearing Sphere Zero. The usual.
Speaking of Sphere... Well, it's not even Sphere Zero. I don't know what...
Oh, maybe the... Okay, Tracker is saying that the 4th Cloud Kinstone might have been in Lower Krene.
Lower
Krene? That's something Shocky did.
Yeah, because there was a Kinstone in the what's it called? In the fairy cave at the bottom of the big climb. I know that much, and Rom doesn't have a caster Kinstone, so that was a Cloudtop's Kinstone.
Okay, but that's one that Rom got, and we were trying to figure out which is the one that Shocky got that Rom doesn't. And Percy was nothing, always skip Percy, you know, Rom making a big misplay there by not skipping Percy. Can't just check Percy. Why would you do that?
I don't know, imagine. Hey, a sword. Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, it's a sword!
It is a sword!
And a Caster Wilds Kinstone!
Okay,
half
that's 2 that we know of. Right?
Well,
that's only the
we
second
know
list, you know.
2, yeah.
Okay.
Suddenly the graveyard's appealing.
Not
Well,
yet terrible.
no boots, but...
Oh yeah, we are 3 items from no mode.
Yeah. We might actually get Jabbernock Go mode.
Yeah. It's possible. I mean, it's at the point like Flippers us there somewhere, so you know.
Yeah. Or Jabbernock non-logical Go mode because droplets.
Yeah. No, like logically we need Flippers, but I don't think any of these players will care if they have to do droplets without Flippers.
If I remember rightly, all 4 of these runners ran at the time where that was a trick that was enabled or something? Something like that? Or like it wasn't logically required until 6-1?
No, it was not. Oh yeah, like flippers, the trick was logically required before at some point, yes. Or
Yeah.
flippers were not logically required until.
I thought someone died for a second. I had Kits' audio up and I heard the game over music.
I mean, game over music is one of the possible choices for music randos, so.
I actually quite like it as well.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying when you get it like during a boss fight or something like that.
Yeah.
Like during Palace. But
Well, we're seeing lower Krenel,
so if Kids finds a Cloud of Skinstone here, we know that's the one Rom doesn't
Oh,
have.
we didn't because that's for Jabbernet.
Okay, we have not seen these things before. There goes the dream of the Jabbernet Go mode.
It might be Jabbernet Go mode for someone.
Sure, it might become Jabbernet Go mode for Rom.
I don't think Shocky has it because I don't know if Shocky did the bottom.
I don't think Shocky did lower Crown in
I
that
think
case.
Shocky did for climb, and that was about as far as.
Like, they did the climb before and after Chaos of Flames differently, but... Okay, maybe Shocky has the nut. Okay, yeah, okay, if you remember the fake bomb back there, then...
Okay. And there's the Cloud Top
Then there's the Cloud
so-
Skinstone, okay.
Alright, it's all come back to make sense.
It makes sense, yeah. So... Kids hasn't gone to Chaos of Flames yet, we'll pick up the Gusher there. At that point, just clearing Deepwood becomes an option.
Yep. That's everything. Like, all 4 elements are now beatable.
Boots.
Well, no, sorry, apart from Boots.
We need Boots and Forsword.
Yeah, we're Boots and 4 Sword from Go at 41 minutes.
And you were worried that you would roll a bad seed.
Well, if anything, it's gonna make me look quite nice in front of all of the runners.
We haven't yet found everything, so it can still be Boots on Mazar, Forsword on Georg.
I mean, yeah, you're all right. That would be horrible. Can confirm Shocky has Jabbernet. Okay, so we're all good then.
Yeah, so we are... Oh, there's a shield lock shield there. Grand Scrub having the mirror shield.
Nice. Now we just need something to be on the Trilby Scrub.
Done. We have seen that, right?
I don't think we
it was me.
did.
Why wouldn't like kids do it on the way up?
Trying to think. There's a lot of good runners on the screen.
Yeah, Nimbus
hard-
saying that kids did the Trilby Scrub and it was a single rupee.
It's hard to keep your eyes on just one with so many runners. Oh, flippers.
Aww.
Well,
So much for the Jabbernet being required.
yeah.
Guess lower the crown is only required for Georg then. We need Boots and the Forsword.
Yep, Boots and 4 Sword for Go.
Oh, Kids has all the Cloud Crystals already. No, they have though. I don't think you would have missed one on Shocky. Kids might have done something else that Shocky hasn't. I'm not sure what exactly would be a Kinstone that Kids got that Shocky missed, but... Probably Droplet. Yeah, no, there was one in Droplets, right? Was there?
Yes, there was a Kinstone there.
Yeah, okay, so that's
and-
the Candleskin Stone that Kids has
Yeah.
that
Kit
Shocky doesn't.
only has one caster, and that was in the courtyard. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's all piecing together.
We're figuring this seed out at an alarmingly slow rate for considering the fact that we have 4 runners going through it.
We have 4 runners going through it who are going to beat it before we realize.
I think we're gonna realize when they hit go mode.
I wouldn't put it past me.
Okay, when they open the HC.
You'd think we'd notice. They're fighting Varty. Oh, it's Octo. Oh, no, wait, Varty. Oh, God, they're fighting.
Shocky and Caster here. Has Ron done this? Rom's
bit
gone
of it. I don't
Hut
know
Cave
how.
here.
I don't know how much he did.
Wait, what was the Kinstone on?
On the hype
stock?
cave, it was Cloud Tops.
Yeah, okay, so Rom is no.
Rom is missing.
Rom is missing the one from Lower Cranial, but then
Yeah,
which one is Shocky missing?
Shocky would be missing.
Like, no, then there isn't one in Droplets, and
Yeah, no, Shocky didn't do droplets. Shocky's
didn't do Droplets either. There
Oh.
isn't one in Droplets because Rom is missing the one from Lower Cranial.
I don't know. My head hurts.
Maybe we shouldn't try to figure out where that's all. Is this a deep play from Shocky?
It looks like it.
I like
the
it.
Ghost Star equipped.
Yeah, got the Gastro equipped, has the Juggernaut, we think.
I don't know if this is better before or after droplets though, just because you might want to go mode Deepwood.
Yes! They don't have flippers, so Goma Droplets isn't faster yet. If you do have flippers, doing the left is actually a bit faster if you get to Goma Droplets, so... It's... But it's also like way more checks there than in Deepwood. And we know that there's a graveyard key in the right side of Droplets, so you know.
Yeah.
You're not coming it by just doing the left side.
I think Rom's intending to take the lily pad, maybe.
This might just be a pot check for some reason.
I would have thought it would have been quicker.
To do it after Ice Plane since you have Cape. I agree.
Maybe this is for glitchless speedrunning coming in.
Maybe.
Because me and Rom are like the 2 people that run glitchless, so. And this is something we do, so. Well, we don't quick warp, but.
Yeah, but... Oh. You just do that like when you take the lily pad the other way to the Ice Elevator.
Yeah.
It's so much faster. Plus you might even... Like, it's a key. It was a small key in this case. You can probably deduce that and just avoid the check entirely.
Yeah.
So... Yeah. Probably not the best to route that in there, but... Oh well.
There's for graveyard key.
Yeah, now Rom is actually 2 items from go.
Mm-hmm. Got another Percy check. Still got nothing.
I keep telling people, always skip Percy. No one listens.
Well, the one time I skipped Percy, it had my 4-sword on it, so...
Look. Always skip Percy. That doesn't mean that you don't get your sword from there. Just means you delay it a bit.
It's just a nice place for a last location.
Not even last location. Like when you find your lantern caster and leave the blue sword on Percy behind to pick it up later when you can then go to Royal Crypt. Just making sure that you have the graveyard key and boost before doing that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not that that's the seed. The seed you can actually just keep skipping Percy.
As I've just realised, we're getting a Blue Chew fight.
We are getting a blue chew fight.
And I know Rom hasn't done Half Ledge.
Nice! Yeah, that's gonna be a true handle sledge. Unfortunately,
we don't
it broke
find
me off,
Force Order boots in here. Assuming we don't like find Force Order boots in here or something.
There's only the Gus Charge checks and Octo left in terms of what we haven't seen, so...
Yeah. Lava Kits has definitely done the Half
No,
Ledge.
we have seen Half Ledge.
We have seen
from
it,
Kids,
yeah.
for sure.
That's a good Grey Chew fight. And a good Dark Knot fight as well.
Does Kids not have Great Spin?
No, I don't think so.
Huh. Yeah, it must be something about...
Everyone's using the same tracker apart from Kits, though. And the one that Kits is using doesn't show the scrolls.
Yeah.
We've seen Great Spin because Mashi has Great Spin.
Yeah, and I thought like the spin pickup routes from Kids and Meshi were more similar than from like Kids and Room, but... No, Meshi got the regular spin in Wave Force and everyone else did Minish Loop first. So Meshi's the only one who has Great Spin.
Yeah.
Because that was a Great Spin scroll or a Long Spin scroll in Minish Loop somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I'm loving the Vati boss fight music for Kits going through cave.
Yeah. It's a bit intense for like, the duration of things.
That's a Veil Full Skin Stone in Deepwood.
Oh! Well! Which one did we say Shocky was missing?
Oh,
right,
I don't know if we even worked it out.
No idea. Right.
One of the 5 that was in the seed.
Maybe. Maybe he will just surprise us and turn out to have all 5 of them. I don't know.
I'm guessing by the fact no one posted anything exciting in chat, Blue Chew didn't have anything.
I did not pay attention.
In fact, to be fair, Rom hasn't even got the map or the compass on his auto tracker, so I don't even think it had map or compass.
That's a fair deduction.
In fact, there's the compass.
Yeah, I think I remember the map being in the second Ruby path, so...
Yeah.
Apparently Shocky is doing something interesting, but I missed it. He's fighting Green Chew, I don't know what...
Yeah, interesting isn't the word you use for Green Chew.
No, but Lava Mars.
Yeah.
Was surprised by something.
Oh yeah, that can happen. Yeah.
Yes, no, that's a known thing. It's also
But
not, which is why you don't see people do it often.
You could also soft lock there,
Oh, I didn't know that.
or you can in vanilla because I did it in the vanilla ROM once.
I don't know
Oh,
about that.
Ocarina. Ocarina in the bow chest.
Okay.
One
Well,
more book.
protecting you,
One
no?
more book. One more book.
Just the blue book to go. But yeah, Shocky gets done with his boss fight, grabs the element, just as Kids enters the Gleerock fight. No, just to make sure we have that constant boss battle going on.
Yep.
Well, constant. I think anyone will follow it up. Like, Rom's still a ways from Octo.
I don't think Rob's gonna get to Octo by the time. I hope not, at least.
That would be bad for kids.
Yeah.
Something that, like, I don't know what would have to happen to kids for that. Like,
It's a shame we don't have the boots, because I know Rom's a fan of Octominip and probably knows an Octominip that works for Rando.
I mean, if you know an Octominip, you can. It's really easy to apply to Rando.
I thought it was different based on the language of.
They add, but also if you just do a slightly different movement in the rooms leading up to Octo, you can just do the same manip in the
Oh
Octo
wow!
room.
Okay.
So, and I'm pretty sure Rom would know that.
Yeah. But no boots, so and we're not gonna get boots before Octo.
No, there are no more checks for Rom before Octo.
But we're gonna see probably a triple Temple of Droplets here,
What do you mean?
because I'm fairly sure Mashy's at Waveblade about to go into Droplets.
Oh, three
Hockey's
people in
defended.
Temple of Droplets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yes. Who knows? Kids might just head over there, right?
Immediately make it a quad Droplets.
Look, he only needs Red Sword to be able to finish it. He got the gas jar. He's
Yeah.
gonna pick Red Sword here.
Gonna get that red sword, yeah.
You skip Wesemwoods and 2 droplets in that situation.
Yeah, that would be odd. Let's
You mean
flip
that
it.
would be Todd?
Can we insert the Final Fantasy X laughter, please?
Let's not.
I've just started playing that game. I've been told to be excited when that happens. That laughter.
Do you need instructions on how to be appropriately excited when playing a game?
I would assume just be overly sarcastic and laugh about it. And I'm pretty good at being overly sarcastic.
Are you? I hadn't noticed.
Touche! Touche!
But yeah, Meshi taking care of that first level as Rom's heading up to the second. So we will see Rom go into the Octo fight soon here.
Yeah.
And Kid just got the red sword. He's going to go do Western Woods, pick up another sword there. That was pretty much it, right? So
Yep. A sword and like a caster kinstone, but
yeah,
we don't care about that, maybe, potentially.
hopefully.
Hopefully. This would be one hell of a quick seed if, like, we find important items in the next, like, 5 minutes.
I mean, in the next 5 minutes, we are not going to see a whole lot of new checks. Like, Meshi, Rom, and Shocky are all in droplets.
Yeah, we're not
Rom's
even going to see them from Kits, I've just realised.
And Kids is
Because Kits is just going to do Western, like...
which everyone else has done. So,
It'd be impressive. Maybe
It would-
someone finally checks Karlov House. Maybe Kits go
that
straight
would
to
basically
Karlov
mean
House.
that a thing is on Octo that immediately leads to the other thing. Like,
Yeah.
an Octo with the Forsword in, like, London Minish path.
Oh wait, we've seen Karlov's house? And after all
Okay.
this time, I still missed it?
Well, we missed it because it wasn't anything important.
Yeah, it's a shame.
That is how this works, right? We never miss anything important.
Well, Say that to the unknown Cloudtop's Kinstone that Chucky doesn't have.
Look! All that means is that Cloud of Skinstones aren't important. It's
Flawless
makes
logic.
sense. But yeah, I guess like we haven't seen the upper way force rupees, which if everything's just there, that would be a very quick seed.
Yeah, there's a lot, like, especially because you could just leave here and go and do that, and there's probably a high chance there's something there, right? There's what, 15 odd checks, and then you've got cloud tops on top.
Yeah, there's a good number of checks there.
And Palace, if you've got one of the 5 kinstone, or all 5 of it, a cloud tin. Yep.
Which, yeah. From what we know, only Kids has all of those. So who knows, maybe. Where was the way force Kinstone again?
Deepwood.
Deepwood.
Which you'd imagine, like, Ron would go to.
Yeah,
this.
I'm wondering if Kids will just go there, because it does have the Juggernaut, so, you know.
Looks like setting up for a caster play.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
I would have
mean-
done caster here personally, but
Obviously the play is to just rush short hiking without flippers and get that ocarina.
exactly, yeah, that. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that always the play you do?
All the time. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't you love it when that check locks your flippers?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's element number... Rom.
Oh. Well, that's a boost. Rob's just. I think Rob's saying something, but
Yes.
I can't hear.
No, Rom absolutely did unmute there. So we did not have his audio on stream, but he did say that is like the third time it happened. Implying to him because it is.
Yeah. Jeez. So we were forced.
You just earned some ban points from Rom.
Oh, we're
just-
a 4 sword from go mode at 1 hour in.
We are forced out for go mode. I would expect Rom to just go rush Royal Crypt here.
Yeah, 100%. And if it's just there, like, GG, I guess. There are still a few options where this could rear its.
Force out can be pretty much anywhere except DHC.
Yep,
And like garden. So you know.
locked by the 4 sword.
Yeah, exactly. But in the case of the Force Sword, you can't just list all the locations locked by the Force Sword.
Yeah, because there's like 5.
I mean, if you count DHC as more than one location, then
Oh, I was just counting checks in general.
okay, sure. DHC is one randomized item, yes,
1 randomized item and then the 4 in garden.
which we have seen the free-standing item, and it wasn't a Force Sword, right?
It-
It wasn't anything important. It was
I'm
like
waiting. I'm
rubies.
waiting for the day there's a trap sword there.
Yeah. I want to say we've seen that before, but I'm not sure.
So we're seeing an early graveyard play from Kits.
Yeah, Kids doesn't have those boosts from Octo, so he's going to stop
No.
after Tempe.
And Dambe doesn't have anything.
Force Sword on the way here, so if there's a Force Sword here, it's locked by the boots.
Mm-hmm. And Rom opting to go to Deepwood first.
Okay.
I mean, it's
I
a
guess-
50-50. You're in between both.
It's just that Deepwood Go mode gets better than Crypt Go mode.
Well, to be fair, Crypt Go mode is don't do 1 check.
Maybe. It's also the checks outside that you don't do, which is more relevant. but
Well, yeah.
those are also
yeah.
like really quick checks, so
Yeah. It's one of my favorite areas to check. Just
yeah,
'cause it's so
that's
quick.
why I thought Rom would just go there, because it's such a great area to check. And
Well, he'll find the Veil Foreskin Stone here at least.
yeah, but you definitely just get the element out of the valley before going up way forwards, right?
I hope so. Unless it's like some form of crazy, like...
Maybe not. Maybe you just go there, check the rupees, don't go into... Or like, don't even do the save scam into Cloud Hubs, just do those checks and then go to Crypt.
Well, when I was learning this, Rando, I can't remember who it was, but someone told me you go for density over what makes sense in Rupee Mania. So, although it makes sense to do Valley and Crypt and get that element, rushing Veil Falls is the play that I would have been recommended to do back in the day.
I mean, we also tell people to follow their last progression, which would have had Rom go to Royal Valley, so you know.
Well, yeah, there is that part, yeah. And Kits is also in Deepwood.
That's the more interesting person to find the Veil Falls Skinstone. Because Kits has all the Cloud Hub Skinstones.
Yep.
So that Veil Falls Skinstone is Palace access for Kits.
I feel like Palace would be awful tempting.
Yeah. But imagine you do a Palace for nothing, and then you go and find Boots or Nocto.
Well, you'd like to think that droplets would get done first.
Would it though? You've already done
I mean, I said you'd like to think.
But Kits has already done most of the checks and droplets, except for like the Gastro locked stuff and Octo. It's not that much.
Yeah, fair. May not be quite as tempting.
We'll see. Who knows? But we are now seeing the graveyard checks from Mashi. Is this also... Mashi is also 4-star from Gomot, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so... If it's here, that's... an easy way to get ahead for Mashi, I guess. I don't know, it depends on how long Rom will stick around in Deepwood. Like, I guess we're kind of assuming he will full cleared, but he might just drop out now after the boss.
He hasn't full cleared yet because he doesn't have a Veil Force Skinstone.
No, like, you find the boss key, you do the boss because it's an element, and...
Yeah.
You like, the boss key was on the left side. If you have cape, you can quick warp after that anyways, so... Might as well do the boss then. Taking the green warp is... Okay.
Going back in.
Even if you head out, taking the green warp isn't faster, but if you head back in, then quick warping is definitely faster. So yeah, don't take green warps, except in Palace.
Nothing in Crypt/Valley.
So... I guess we could get a bet open for chat to guess on where the force sword is going to be, since it's like the one thing we are missing, and it won't even cause any interference with the DHC bet.
Sounds
Don't
like
know
it could be. Sounds like we
Or
could be
restreamer is
a big
around,
time.
or if Siberian wants to multitask and set that up, I think you can, right?
Oh yeah, there was a sword beam in Graveyard, but that's not gonna do a lot.
I mean... Okay, Meshi is on 6 scrolls now.
Maybe
one
it
more
does
Oracle Herbert.
something.
I don't think we're gonna find exactly 7 scrolls in Logic with required Green Dunker Herbert. Because, like, what would it have that...
Yeah,
knocks
there'll be
things-
more scrolls. There'll be more scrolls in Logic now, right? All right, the
So
bet's
when do
up.
we think the Force Sword is going to be?
We saw the first couple of checks. I don't think we saw all of them. Well, no, we wouldn't have seen all of them because Kits is the one who did it, and he doesn't have the boots.
Yeah. There's the Wave Force Kingston for Rom.
So if you're Rom, you've got to be really hoping you don't find that last Cloudtop Skinstone unless Palace is required, right? Now you've just seen the Veil Falls Skinstone, you're like, ugh.
Sad to find that Wave Force Kingston though, because of the rupee checks in Wave Force. Like, those checks are just good enough to
that part's
having Palace access like worth it.
That part's fine, but do you want to have Palace access at this point? Of what looks to be a relatively quick seed?
I don't mind getting those, like, that gives you a direction to go in, because you're just looking for the Force Sword. Like, obviously, you clear Royal Valley, and then what? And having that Palace access, it gives a very clear direction of where you go, and if it's not in Palace, well, it sucks, but it could easily be in Palace.
And I suppose with, like, in Rom's case as well, like, he's only got one of the Caster Kinstones, so you'd probably prefer to see a Cloudtops over a Caster one, if anything.
I mean, what the other Caster Kinstone he's missing is Sphere Zero. Rom facepalming here for doing the last check that he knew had a compass.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Well, at the point where you have an auto-tracker that keeps track of maps and compasses for you...
It still happens to the best of us.
If you say so.
I'm saying that because I do it.
Ah.
Just trying to stick up for myself.
So now we have 2 boss fights on screen again.
Yep, we're back to double boss fight. We may even get 3 if Mashy quick walk.
Just find the boss key, right? So yeah.
Just got the boss key.
Mashy probably reaches Green Shoe while Shocky is still doing Octo.
Maybe not whilst Kits is doing Green Shoe.
Exactly. Like, I'm not sure if Kits will be done with Green Shoe by that time.
Yeah, there's only 1 phase left and he's already halfway through.
But Mashy just has to go open the door. So... they are just handing off things.
They're in 3 boss chambers at the same time!
Yeah, like, Kits killed Green Shoe just to send it over to Mashy.
Yep.
That's how this game works, right?
It's how TMCR multi-world works. You just send bosses to your friends.
But specifically Randomizer multi-world.
Yep. Be great to have like a battle mode where you could just you could just be like, okay, they're walking through Western Woods, suddenly Blue Chew.
It's probably easier than you think.
It would be hilarious.
Well, specifically for like Green Shoe and maybe Blue Shoe. The other bosses are not as easy.
A little bit harder, yeah. Like I can't imagine Georg in Castle Courtyard.
I can. It gets weird.
I can imagine.
I said you just said you couldn't imagine.
Well, I can imagine it being weird.
Okay.
A flying dragon in a courtyard.
I've seen Georg in South Hyrule Field before.
You've seen it in South Hyrule Field, did you just say?
Look! Rylex has some weird ideas sometimes.
That worries me.
Don't get too worried. Like I said, it gets weird.
I'm also intrigued to see how it would look, but at the same time... Okay, so Kits is going to Vale Falls. Mashy's for first on restream to get all 4 elements.
Yeah, because Rom did not rush Royal Valley still.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's waiting. I guess he's just doing these checks on the way, but like...
And Shocky finds those brutes really funny. Which, to be fair, they are.
Yeah, and now Shocky is also just going to go over to Royal Valley, right? Please.
Maybe?
I mean, he does have the Wave Horsekin Stone, but it's the last element.
Yeah,
Just
well,
go
yeah,
with that.
Shocky's done Deepwood, so at least that 50-50 isn't there.
No, like, it's Shocky's last element, and it's a really good check.
Although I would check for Boots check in Lon Lon Ranch, though.
Yeah. But Shocky has been checking things very sporadically, and, you know, it's kind of been working so far.
And here we go, True Hendra Sledge. We know for nothing, but True Hendra Sledge.
Kid's going back from the platform chest there. I think mistimed it and it's faster to quick pop, but
Yeah. We should
so
really
it's gotta be upper way forward.
Well, you'd think it's the most appealing option right now.
It kind of is, but at the same time,
It's gonna hurt Kits
Instone.
because Kits has all five
Cloud
all five
yeah.
caster, all five cloud tops. Oh, double mushroom.
I expect both to be fake. Nope.
One of them was real. Yep. Unfortunately for Kits, though, we'll probably do Palace before getting those boots.
Yeah. I mean, you can do Wind Tribe and then dip out and do other stuff. That is a play that I quite
It's
like.
not a bad idea as well, because the bottom of the house puts you right, like, in
Yeah,
South
exactly.
Hyrule
You
Field.
just take the warp to South Hyrule Field after that.
But when you're here without an ocarina, would you potentially you just jump and
No, it's just like it depends on how much you want to rush Palace.
Yeah.
Kid's not doing the first fusion there. I guess just force of habit. If you have all of the kinstones, you just do it then.
yeah, maybe we'll
It's
quit.
that usually you don't come here with all 5 kinstones, and so you skip that first one.
Probably
Okay, he's
thinks
doing
it's
the
quicker
fusions.
to, probably thinks it's quicker to quick warp and then get it.
But why? Like,
I'm not sure. The only thing I can pin it down to is Kits watches me do glitchless where we do that.
oh, in glitchless you find the kinstones here in Cloudtops. If
Yeah.
you find the kinstone here in Cloudtops, then that makes sense.
And it might be a case of forgetting you've got all 5.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. Easily done. I mean, it's not gonna affect like much.
Oh, it's seconds difference, not anything
Yeah.
more. So Rom's checking Royal Valley. Shock is also there. Mashi is going up Way Falls.
Yep.
But yeah, we know Way Falls isn't really anything unless it's the one Flipper's lock check.
Or it's
Uh,
locked behind the mushroom.
Or it could be on RAM. And otherwise, there's Palace, but Mashi is missing a kinstone somewhere. Don't see Jabbernet on his tracker, so it's the one from Lower Crenel. Who knows what kinstones Shocky may or may not be missing. And
Yeah. It's dash attack.
well, that's the 7th scroll, but then there's another spin scroll coming up, so
Yep. Ah, you grabbed the wrong mushroom.
no, it was to get set on fire to do the other checks
get-
quickly.
To get it quick, to get the other mushroom quicker. The optimization is insane.
And then you fall in the water to extinguish the fire.
I can't fault it. Incredible.
Clearly
There's the
intended.
actual Lon key.
Because that matters.
It doesn't. There's not even a smart answer I can give to that. It just really doesn't matter.
Poor London Key.
Yeah.
Just being disregarded so casually.
Oh, that's a kinstone.
That's the last cast.
That's the last cast of kinstone.
Oh! Now!
Now, which one do you do?
Droplets. The correct answer is droplets.
Okay, after droplets, which one do you do?
I don't know. Oh, I think I would do Fortress. I know a lot of people who would do Palace.
I would probably do Fortress. Just because of that whole philosophy of follow your last item.
Sure.
And for everybody apart from Kits, it's the Veil Foreskin Stone after Boots, so...
Yeah, I mean, everyone else won't have a hard choice there. Because they'll be missing a Cloudtop Skin Stone.
Yeah.
So finding the Caster Kinstone just means, oh great, now I can go to Fortress.
Yep, Kits is
Which I guess is a reason to go to Palace for kids, if you think that maybe that is the case. Like,
try
you
and get
hope
a...
that other people don't have the choice, and the Caster Kinstones were easier to find than the Cloudtop Kinstones. I guess. Like,
yeah.
That's also just like the reasoning of always rush Palace.
Yeah, I mean, I know Hendris is a big fan of that.
I was in fact thinking of Hendris when I said that. Yeah.
I've seen Hendris win many a race with that philosophy.
It does work surprisingly often, so you know. There is a reason why in the bet earlier I bet on somewhere in Palace.
Yeah. That jump is awkward, what Mashy's doing. I'm surprised he hasn't gone round at this point. Ah, got it anyway. Showed me. Do 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 do. So we're gonna see Griegel 1. I think we've already seen this check.
Have we?
Thought I saw someone do it.
Okay. Well, we haven't seen Grieger 2 yet, which Kids is going to do after this.
Yep. Well, we'll have to go all the way up and then go down. But I think that's
going up and down.
that
one
looks
side
like... Did Kids do the other floor?
He is going up first to do these checks on the way down to stop at Grieger to leave through the warp. So he's not doing Palace.
Yeah.
Which probably means he's doing Fortress, but he might
Or Droplet.
do the big brain play and do Droplets first.
Only time will tell.
Or not. Okay, just taking the wrong stairs.
No.
There is still Grieger 2.
Yep. Power bracelets.
At that point, I would go to Palace. That's a sign. Like,
yeah.
those power bracelets would just make me go to Palace.
But it doesn't look like Kits is doing it.
It's fair not to, but that is the point where, like, that tips the scale in favor of Palace for me. If it wasn't already Palace before, like.
Checking Rem.
Okay, that's fair. Check Rem, check Droplets, then do Palace.
Yeah, I don't think he intends to do Palace because he didn't save and quit up there. At the very least.
If you plan on doing Droplets now, you don't do that. You
Oh,
go
there
to
is that, yeah, there
the
is.
element and then go back.
Mm-hmm.
Have we seen Boots, Flippers, Checks, and Lake? I don't think we have.
No, I think both Mashy and Rom went straight to Droplets.
Well, ROM doesn't have the ocarina to sequence break the boots, so you would have to do it after droplets. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't see library either, but might have happened somewhere time while I wasn't paying attention.
I swore I saw someone do it.
Okay.
And Zelda Speedruns, raiding with a party of 106. Welcome to the TMCR Weekly.
Well, we are just looking for the Four Sword, but then that is, like, the item that can be pretty much anywhere in this game, so...
Yeah.
Who knows how long the seed will go on for? It's been a fairly quick seed so far. If we find the Four Sword soon, this will...
Well, that's for flippers.
Not-
Kids isn't happy about him.
Find the Four Sword soon.
What's up? The caster swordsman? Yep. We're seeing Fortress. Naturally, because Mashi's missing one of the Cloudtop skin stones. Yeah, I can't think where it was. I can't think where Kits would have done where, and I don't know why I'm thinking about it. I have the spoiler log. I just don't want to look at it. But I will put us all out of our misery soon. When we like, yeah. That's probably the best way to do it. But just gonna go through Wind Ruins here. And Kits went straight into droplets, so we'll get those boots very shortly. I'm trying to think. Shocky's walking out. Did Shocky get the Castikin stone? Did anybody see that? Or did he just not do Cloudtops? He might not have done Cloudtops. I've just looked at the
I
stream
don't
tracker.
think Shocky did Cloudtops.
Oh,
given that
no,
he-
it's just updated to say he's got it, so I don't know if he did or not. I don't know if he did or not.
Oh. I mean, it would be reasonable not. Okay. Maybe
Okay,
Shocky just
cool.
did it. I am having some trouble with the comments page right now. Totally on my end, but, you know. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've not missed anything in Wind Ruins yet. And everybody else is just covering each other's ground.
Yeah, I have the restream open on my phone, so I can kind of keep track of things, but with a bit of more delay.
Will it ruin your immersion if I react 30 seconds quicker than you?
It's not 30 seconds. But no, it won't. Feel free to react at your own pace.
What if I just react randomly right now, even if they don't get it?
Then I will get mad at you 5 seconds later when I know that they didn't just find it.
You make it so tempting.
Well, I can put you out of your misery. My comments page is live again.
Ah,
So, you know.
we can't have nice things.
I didn't say whether I had finished synchronizing, but...
Well. Oh my god, we found the Four Sword, everybody! Play along, chat! Oh my god!
You know...
We
You
fooled
know that you aren't very convincing.
we clearly have fooled you. You think we found it, but we haven't found it. I can't believe it was on redacted.
Yeah. Oh, Shocky now shows 5 Cloud skins, so I guess when he fused it showed those. So he had 5 Cloud Kingstones all along.
Yeah, I think he just got
One
it.
that from
Maybe
and
in the
missing is the one
well?
from Krona and...
Is he in the well? Or was it in the well?
Like, I don't know why if Shocky had all the Cloud Kingstones wouldn't have gone to the towers, so I don't think he has them, but...
This is the greatest question of all time, is where the hell was this 5th Cloudtop's Kinstone? The Foresword was for friends we made along the way, and I think I actually see it.
No,
We've got it.
It is there, but...
We've got it.
Like, yes, obviously, the Foresword is the friends we made along the way. That's how you get those, like, slightly transparent-looking guys to help you out, you know?
Friends. Well, that's go mode sub 130, so this should be a sub 2C.
Yeah, so it was in the Fortress Rupee spots, which I was about to bet, and then I changed it to Palace, so...
Should we get a quick...
Well, yeah, first someone should pay out the bet. I know someone bet Fortress if there wasn't anything more specific that would work. And then we have the customary DHC bet, where we bet on the big key in DHC, where there are 9 checks where the big key can be. So we bet the number of checks that a runner has to check before getting the big key.
Yeah, then please tell me again, where was the
Fortress on the rupees.
rupees in?
Fortress.
Okay, so we have the winner here.
Nice.
And then the DHC bet would be something like how many checks to get the big key in DHC.
Yeah.
Or that. Bang you, chat delay.
Oh, we bet the same thing.
Yes. Clearly comms agree that means it has to be that.
Yeah, it has to be check 7.
That is how that works.
And if it isn't check 7, we're commentators, we're telling you it's check 7 and then we're being correct. And
Look,
winning the bet.
I won't have to count it, so, you know. No one else is counting along, right?
Yeah. We'll just be like, oh my god, we saw 7 checks before. Well, we saw 6 checks and then we saw the DHC basement check.
Yes! Doesn't everyone check king, then throne, then towers, then basement?
Yeah, and then go back through the warps to get the vanilla chest.
And then finish it up with clones.
Yeah, clones are slow, clearly.
Yeah, you never do clones. Actually did skip the king there.
Oh,
There's a smoky in the basement.
are you on Team Skip King or on Team Do King?
I don't mind it. I personally don't, but I also haven't spent enough time like thinking about the timings and like the expected value and how that all works out. I definitely agree with skipping clones until after the red warp.
Yep. I personally skip both until...
Yeah, like you either skip just king, just clones, or skip both. But like, assuming that there's a smoky in the basement. Otherwise, if you skip king, you do clones and then king, and if you didn't skip king, then you do clones and the smoky has to be there. So you know.
So what's going to be interesting is Shocky's now up here in Cloud Tops with 5 kinstones. Does Shocky do Palace?
So Shocky wasn't up here before.
No, was not up here before, so hasn't got that final kinstone. But I saw earlier from a fusion that it was 5-2, so we'll
Yeah,
get
so
the
now
final.
you will find the last caster kinstone here.
Yep. As check number 2 does not have the big key either.
So when I said earlier that Shocky wasn't in Cloud Tops and Lava corrected me, I was actually right.
Yes, the
The checks, but you did none of the... No! Okay, that chest was opened. What is this route from Shocky? He won 2 Cloud Tops with all Kinstones and did none of the fusions.
Wait. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, that explains why we were being confused.
So, we were both right?
I mean, kind of. But also, this makes no sense.
Well, okay, so Shocky isn't gonna get the third Kinstone here.
No, so Shocky is missing a Kinstone from Sphere Zero?
Yeah,
Is that the
from
one
the
he's missing?
courtyard. For one from the courtyard.
Nice. No, this one we know which one he's missing. Which one he's
Yeah,
missing, and
we
the other
know
one
this one
wasn't
for a
missing
fact.
anyone, which is why we couldn't figure out which one he was missing. No, the reason that we couldn't figure out which Cloud Kinstone was missing is that he wasn't missing one. All makes sense.
Yeah, he's got all 5 Cloudtop Kinstones. He's only missing a Caster Kinstone.
And we're decently sure that it's the one from Sphere Zero.
Yeah. Well, you can't miss for one that was in Western Woods.
Yeah, and he did did get the one from Cloudtops.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
yeah. Well, I would assume so, seeing as every check was done.
Well, you know.
So this is 100% a Palace play.
Meshi got the red warp, got a key from the throne, is now doing the 3rd check on his journey through DHC, which is clones. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Should probably be paying attention there for the count, you know.
And if it's here, this was for 7th check.
Because clearly he did all the towers already and still
Yes.
only has 1 key.
Well, just logic be crazy, yo. Yeah, this will be check free, unless it
it's
suits
a big
our
key.
agenda.
This will be check number 3, unless it's the big key. Because we know that the big key is in check 7, right?
Yeah. See, check 7.
Yeah, there we go.
Congrats, we win the bet. Easy.
So actually,
we-
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to Nimbus.
Which reminds me to shout out our trackers.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Siberian, Lavama, Nimbus, and Tomata. Or in that order.
Pick an order.
Yeah. In no particular order. Like, I read them off the Discord voice call, which is why it was that order.
Yeah. Hey, I don't. Me and Lavamar don't have Twitch links.
Well, you know, there's some Google Doc where you can enter them, I think. Probably.
Is it? I did that.
You did that. Well, you know.
Well, maybe. I think I did it for the tournament.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It really doesn't matter.
And for Nimbus, Nori probably did it because, you know.
Yeah, Nimbus helped out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where it's actually syncing that data from. So, you know.
Somewhere.
I entered it ages ago in one for like OTR, and then it's been in every other Google Doc from these other I've seen for subs since. So, you know.
That was a nice Dark Nuts fight, though. This is going to be about a 143-ish. Provided Vrati doesn't...
Pretty good time for...
Yeah?
Like, I mean, the seed was pretty nice and how it handed out items.
Yeah, it was a nice seed. I don't think I'm gonna get any ban points.
You do know that Rom absolutely hates Boots on Octo.
What? I didn't until today.
Okay, let me tell you, Rom absolutely hates Boots on Octo.
Well, it's going to be a very fun conversation in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, he just has to do DHC.
He's going to get the full... He could potentially sub 2.
Yeah? DHC in, like, he's gonna find the 4 here in the next half minute, so...
Yeah.
DHC in 20 minutes is...
Just plow through this.
It's not a big you don't need to get to towers or anything.
So there's V1 down. Let's see how V2 is. Ooh, trolled by the purple spiky block thing.
I think we call them spikes usually, but you know, whatever.
It's scarier to hear purple spiky block thing.
Okay.
Fear of the unknown.
Purple sea urchins. Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, we could go with that.
I'm actually doing a great spin there. I guess it was phase 2, so it didn't matter, but I want to be careful about, like, if you're gonna use great spin on this fight, do it to actually break the ice, not after. We'll see if Meshi does it correctly for the third phase here, because there you actually need to do a slash after your spin. So.
Oh, but lost for close.
Or that's... Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Doesn't even try to get any hits in, just trying again.
Yeah, probably not worth it. It's not going to be
mean,
the same
you have another
prize.
skill either way. You might as well get some hits in at that point.
Yeah, I think it's still trying to get that quicker kill.
Yeah, but like it's a 4 cycle either way.
Is it?
This is the fourth cycle.
Yeah, if you're looking at it that way.
And yeah, did the spin followed by a single slash there. So V2 was kind of trying a bit, but not too badly.
Yeah, no, just odds of RT3.
Just normal VT2 things there.
Yeah, standard.
Shocky is now at Arentane.
There we go. Nesman finishing in first with a time of 1:40.56. Just gonna snipe out Mashi here by like 2 minutes max.
Yeah, but it's Nesman. Like, are you disappointed when Nesman snipes you in a race like this, where it's like, this is a jet seat and it's Nesman. He just goes to where the items are. So I think, like, in a seat like this, finishing like 2 minutes behind Nesman is not bad
definitely.
at all.
Yeah.
I wonder if that will... Okay, so Kids is going to go to Fortresses, looks like, which is good. Or at least he's going to Caster.
Yeah, could have meted off the finish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, is this finish going to tell Shocky to leave Palace because clearly it's not here? Or something?
Yeah, because clearly one of the kinstones we've forgotten.
But Shocky doesn't have the last Caster kinstone, so that's a really hard call to make.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to leave here. Okay, Meshi is now playing tennis with Vati. Returned one volley there.
And
It was already
time.
second. So that's GG's to Meshi.
Yep, GG's. Finishing in second place with a time of 1:42.44. Very good time. And I did ask in the race room, Mashi will join us for an interview.
Nice, thank you. yeah, meanwhile, Rom's going through DHC, going to go to the throne here. Would probably just pick up the back key after the red warp.
And Nesman and Mashi both raiding as well. Thank you so much for both of you.
And GG's, Mashi.
GG's.
Thank you, thank you.
So, how do you like the seat?
It was pretty good. I liked it. Aside from the Force Sword and Fortress, wasn't that bad.
And I guess Boots on Octo, if you know Manip.
Oh yeah, well, Boots on Octo, but we had to do Octo anyway, so...
Yeah, it's not that bad when it's an element, but still, Boots on Octo. Like, with Fortress, once you got access to it, it's kind of the obvious place for the Force Sword to be, right?
Yeah, it was definitely, like, the place to go. Definitely the densest place left.
You didn't have all the close stones, or did you?
I only had 4.
Okay. If you had all 5, would you have considered Paris instead?
I probably would have done Wind Tribe and then gone Fortress.
Okay, yeah. So that is what we are seeing kids do right now, who did have all the Cloud stones. Shocky missed the Castle stone in Courtyard. And is thus clearing Palace right now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Isn't HC having done a pretty similar route to you? I don't know. What were the differences there?
Yeah, no,
Like-
I don't think this seed really had any like particular sticking points.
Yeah, you just like got all your items basically at the very start, and then just had to pick up a few things like those boots and the graveyard key from Droplets and the Gastra from Deepwood and flippers on the way.
The start felt so loaded that I believe iBot was calculating what we needed for go mode at 13 minutes into the seed.
Yeah, like 30 minutes in, I was like, okay, we need swords, boots, and Deepwood access.
Yeah, it was a super loaded start. And it wasn't even like the normal starting stuff that was loaded. It was
insane.
digging cave to Kane to the Cape in Bakery.
Yeah.
Interestingly,
Bombing trees, but you know.
Rom is electing to do the Black Dark Nut here rather than clones.
Oh!
Oh no. Yeah, never
okay.
go to towers before
I can
doing...
kind of see it. You would.
But you like the time from the red warp to the blue warp is just such a big investment, though.
Looks
Like
like
from this point, clones is about as fast to check as any of the towers except like south.
Yeah.
But to get here, you already spend another 2 minutes. So
I hope he doesn't do all the towers.
oh, Nesman, did you skip the courtyard as well? How? When did you go back and do it? What did you do?
No.
Oh,
you didn't do tingle trees.
Yes. Why would you get your bomb bag and your bottle out of Sphere Zero checks?
Yeah, exactly. Sphere Zero checks are overrated.
And from doing both North Towers first. Again, an unconventional routing choice.
Maybe we are gonna see a check 7.
If he does all 4 towers, then and it's the king as a small key. We didn't see king yet, right?
Don't think so. He only had one key coming into here. And
No, like Throne was one key and Northwest was one key. And we know that clones is the big key.
yeah.
So it's like either he will find the other two keys in the towers, or one of the keys is on the king, and we might very well see check 7 big key from Rome.
It would be odd to see vanilla check get checked before clones.
Not if you get all the small keys. Like, sure, it would be odd because you usually do clones before towers, but once you don't do that, if you find all the small keys, you do the big key, like the vanilla chest first.
Well, Georg's down. And Kits is doing Flipper's Cave. Hasn't gone to Fortress, so left after Caster, I think. We saw dog food. It only had like a green rupee.
So shocking now finding out that it wasn't Palace. He needs to go back to Sphere to find the last
to the courtyard.
That's a bad skip. I don't know. It's like
You're not going to be happy about that one.
Yeah, when it's just almost 2 hours in and you just find the thing in Sphere 0. And turns out King is a small key.
Well,
I'm expecting check 7 big key from him.
we found the Tingle Trophy at some point. That must have been in Palace.
Yeah, the hard piece, right? But it wasn't anything.
He's now gonna...
Go pick up his ocarina.
Yep. As I think Rom... This has to be a small key, right?
This is number 6 for Rom. And it's going to be a small key.
So if he does clones, it's actually going to be check 7.
Yes! Like I said.
Hey! We thought the bet was for Rom!
Clearly. That's how it works, right?
Yep.
Now, since I was the second person to bet 7, and Rom is the second person in DHC, that clearly wins I win.
Here we go.
Right?
That would be unfair.
How can you refute my logic?
I didn't say I had a case to stand on, but... As for person who bet it first...
Yes, but the first person in DHC didn't do it as check 7.
Yeah, Mashy, why didn't you do it as check 7?
Well, I could have, but no. Why would I?
I don't know. To make us right?
Yeah. As Rom was not happy to see that big key, unfortunately.
Why is... Okay, took the wrong Bob.
Yeah.
Rom has a Din's Charm. I missed him picking that up.
Yeah, I think he got it as he was doing Hendra Sledge. Because we actually saw a full-blown, true Hendra Sledge. I think we only saw the ledge from 2 runners as well, because I don't think you did it, right, Mashi?
I think I did it really early.
Now, Rom did choose the red tunic color, which does not show the Din's Charm at all. So, it's slightly hard to see when that's going to end. There is a sound effect, but sound effects in this game can easily get lost while other sound effects are playing. Like,
Well, Kits is doing the rest of Courtyard.
Yeah, and Rom is doing Vati while I hear the Vati fight music, but it's not coming from his end.
No, well, hearing it from Kits.
So Kit's just making sure that we have the appropriate music for Rom's fight there.
They're teamed up. They're like, you thought you could randomize our music. What? Well, we planned this all along.
I liked how the randomized music ended up being that boss music in Cave of Flames and then boss music for the boss.
Mhm.
I mean, the boss music itself doesn't get... Does it get randomized in there? I don't know.
Me if it
Actually.
does.
I don't
Maybe it
know,
does, yeah.
but like, it just kept
Right.
going. It just kept going throughout the entirety of Cave of Flames.
I wouldn't expect me to know. I was stunned by the layout of the spoiler because I forgot it was randomized music.
Yeah, like I knew like Mazal and Vati 3's music are randomized, but I didn't know if like the other boss fight music, which should be easily possible, I think. But I don't actually know how the music randomization works.
Yeah, I'm not. This is my first time doing a randomized music, so I'm not too sure with how it works.
Nimbus is saying in chat only Mazal and V3 get randomized boss music. Since
Okay,
it's
so
on
it's
has to
probably
change.
actually changing the area's music entry and not the sound table.
I guess because you go like in and out of literally in and out of the boss.
So it's not in like a continuous room that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in completely different areas compared to the rest of.
Yeah, so it's just the area music for those areas.
Yeah.
It's also the fight music, and then
Mm-hmm. It's a nice nice V2 fight from Rom.
But like, I think you can also just set the fight music for a room, so I guess that could also be randomized. I don't know.
I'm kind of concerned why Kits is doing town over fortress or palace.
He is doing everything else at this
Yeah.
point. He's not turning like he's not going to
Literally
either
doing
of them.
everything, yeah. What is there to get in the courtyard? There's a Caster Wild's Kinstone and then the Four Swords in Fortress.
Yeah, Sphere Zero Caster Wiskin Stone being the thing that doesn't let you go to Fortress to get your Force-Sword. When Shockey finds that, he's not going to be happy.
No.
But Rom is now handling the arms of Vati 3 here.
Yep.
Going to see if he goes for the meme strap that is lanternless or... there it is.
Yep.
And apparently he didn't find it and is aborting that attempt. Which is like the... yeah, you try it and if you happen to run into the thing you need to kill, then great, you get
Yeah.
lanternless, otherwise... There's round 2 of tennis for Rom. Just one more to go.
There we
And GG's to Rom.
Yep, GG's.
No, if Rom's going to join us.
He is going to join us.
Okay, he wants to rant at you. I get it.
This will be fun. GG's Rom.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
So,
Alright. Shown.
Yes.
You know I love glitchless, right? You
Yes.
know I love Octomanip, right?
Yes.
So you know what you're getting if you lock boots on Octo, right? That's an automatic ban point from me, right?
I did warn him that would happen, yes.
I was like, yeah, no one will ban this. It's a nice seed. And then I was like, yeah, you know Rom hates boots on Octo, right? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, you know that I absolutely hate jet seeds, because here it was clearly a jet seed with a force sword that could have been anywhere.
Yep.
Except the HC, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately not in the HC anymore.
So, I unlocked Faithfuls. I went to Faithfuls. I was like, oh, double mushroom, nice. I got my second castor. I was like, oh, no, don't tell me that kind of seed. And
Wait, that was your second caster?
Yeah, because I skipped. There was one that was earlier, but I skipped it apparently. So I found it later, and I was like, "Oh, I skipped it. It was early, so well, runes of wounds are in logic, and I'm screwed." And apparently, yeah, 2 people actually found it before me.
I mean, count yourself lucky you skipped the 5th Cloudtop Skinstone.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I skipped Lower Crenel, and I
Which is
where the Cloudtop Skinstone is.
I'm glad I skipped it and never, I intentionally skipped it, and I intentionally left it behind, and I'm glad I never got back there. That would have been helpful, because I would have gone to Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one way it was a real tie-up whether or not you go to Fortress or Palace.
But, well, when you have both Fortress and Palace open, you would go to Fortress. It has more spots due to the rupees. And, well, for swords on rupees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to me.
But then, there are people who would just
Fortress, and if you don't get your sword in Fortress, stay in Fortress. Always.
It's pretty sound advice.
Yeah, no, once you decide to go to Fortress, you don't leave without... Like, in that situation where you're only looking for the Force Sword and you go to Fortress, there's no way you should ever leave without that Force Sword, if you have checks remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe the one exception is to save scum check a fetch quest. If you have Ocarina.
If you have Ocarina, yeah. Where was it?
In the bow chest
bow
in
chest.
Caster.
What?
The bow chest in Kester.
The only adult chest I skipped? Are you kidding me?
It's a Minish check.
Yeah, it's a
It's
Minish
a
check.
Minish check.
Where you get,
Okay,
Where you
vanilla
get
bow.
bow and vanilla.
vanilla bow,
Vanilla
yeah.
bow.
Go to the hole.
Oh, well, I shouldn't have skipped that then.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, hindsight, you know.
I mean, it would have sped up a lot of things, so well. Once again, a French runner got screwed by Castor again.
It wasn't that bad, right? Like,
No, I think didn't Caster also have the Jabberknot?
no, the Jabberknight was also in Lower Crenel.
Oh,
I
lower
bought.
panel.
I bought. 3 times I had to do almost a diagonal across the map.
Yeah.
Ocarina would have been great.
Sure, but when would you have gotten it? Like, after Flippers, right?
No, because I wanted to really skip it. So I would have.
No, like if
either-
you didn't decide to skip like those, like the Minish checks in Castor, when would you have gone back to do them? Like, would you have done that check with just the Gust Jar?
Well, two solutions. I would have either gotten the bow the vanilla way the first time I got in Castor, and then I would have stopped after getting the Ocarina, or I would have gotten back there after Flippers to do the wall hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sure,
Because
if
I
you
don't
do
like
that
hiking at all.
chest with the Gust Jar this seed, that's great. But
Well, oh, it's nice that it's a sub too, because it's before midnight. Yeah, I get to sleep.
yeah,
But
The other
yeah,
question I wanted to ask, though, Rom,
Ask away. Yeah.
is DHC.
Oh yeah.
doing the towers before the clones and the
Well,
king.
I was kinda tilted. You could tell from my face
Mhm.
cam because I had a lot of misinputs due to the controller once again.
Oh no.
I also had a lot, and I mean a lot of mistakes due to glitchless muscle memory.
Yeah, we did wonder about like your droplets route and things like that. Like getting the underwater pot when you did, for example.
I always do that though.
But
because
like you have the cave, you were going to go to the second ruby path anyways. You had the gas jar. Why not just do that together with the ice metal pillar later? Plus, you can like
Because I
have the
want-
time to choose whether it's a small key.
because I want to skip the basement, but
Okay.
doing the underwater pot tells me something in logic. Like if there's a small key, it tells me something in logic. Like especially depending on the locations of flippers.
Sure, but if you are going to go through the dark maze anyways, you don't need to do the underwater pot to know if it's a key.
I know. I just want to know if it's something else than a key. But well,
Okay.
I mean, it's something stupid that I am the only one to do, and I can't explain really
Yeah.
what's going in my head at that time. But it does tell me sometimes when I find some specific items, and depending on the locations of the flippers, oh, that's how the logic goes, and it gives me information. But it's hard to explain right now in an interview.
Yeah, sure. Oh, sure.
What you could have questioned me was, yeah, the total order in DHC, like Sean asked. Well, you know that DHC in that state is a complete combo about the boss key. Like,
Sure.
unless you're able to guess the boss key is obviously vanilla, like if you get the random item and both map and compass, well, it's a combo, and towers have more probability to have the boss key than other checks. And since I was feeling really behind, like 2 people had finished, and it was like, well, I'm tired. I'm going to gamble it, like gamble to the extreme. I was like, well, I'm rushing to the towers.
Okay, sure.
And then you could tell I had glitchless muscular memory because I went to get the boss key instead of going to the red one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
We've
entered the room and I
all
was
been
like,
there.
why am I there?
But yeah, no,
then-
I mean you still sub-2'd, so it's still a great performance.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'm third on restream, right?
You're second on restream.
second
You're
on
third
restream.
overall, right?
Wait, who?
Nestor isn't on restream.
It's
Oh, Nesman wasn't.
yeah, it was you, Mashy, Kits, and Shocky, who are in a
Shocky
battle
also,
right now.
I
But Kits
see.
guessed for tower correctly in
Well,
Fortress.
yeah, I mean, you should do left first, usually, so
I mean,
kids did the normal play.
It was because I was tilted. I would not have played that in a normal seed. In a normal
Yeah.
seed, I would have gotten to the king, like the classic order, king, platform,
Okay,
latest, and I would have gotten it right. I would
Okay.
have gotten the PK faster.
the normal thing, I think, nowadays is to get the red warp, but then go and do
Yeah,
the
yeah,
clone
yeah, yeah.
before going to the blue warp.
Yeah, no, I mean classical order, like before Bosky was randomized.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's also the classic order in glitchless, except in glitchless you skip the map chest, obviously.
Well, yeah, why would you get that? But
Map percent.
like, you skip the map and compass and glitches, sure, but also there's 6 more keys in vanilla, right?
Yeah, you're
So-
forced. That's why you're forced to do the king first because that's the only small key available to open the only door. Because obviously you do not do Ocarina glitch.
In glitchless, that's kind of implied, yeah.
Yeah, shockingly, Ocarina
Yeah.
Glitch isn't allowed in glitchless.
Shockingly, Ocarina glitch is in fact a glitch.
Yeah, and in glitchless you don't do roll lift too, right? Except
Yeah.
if you're as dumb as me.
But basically, only me and you run Glitch Rush, right, Rom? So if we just sneak it in,
Excuse me, but Myth also runs it sometimes.
I thought Myth was
Sometimes.
focusing more on any percent.
Well, Myth is focusing on 90% right now
And
because he has a
Fire Rock.
marathon
Yeah,
run
it's
going
focusing
on.
on 80%, because, but otherwise it did run glitchless a few times. Darky Squid ran it because he has the current world record.
Mhm.
PK also ran it. He was the first one who actually thought about getting a manip in, because the other runners would just YOLO it, because it's kind of different between 80% and glitchless, and PK was just adapting the Slack manip. I chose to adapt Toad's manip. Well, it's kind of more. It's kind of complicated to explain.
Yeah.
But like, if you do a roll lift there, if you don't use the bump, you can still submit the run, right? Like if you just roll lift it and then throw it away instead
Yeah,
of using it to block, I think.
Myth told me after the run, but the thing is, I'm part of those who kinda disagree with that
Okay.
approach, and I prefer to just not use glitches at all.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
part-
but
I'm
it's
part of
just
the-
if you do it on accident, which roll lifts are a thing that you can just do on
Yeah, I
accident.
know, but I'm part of those who think glitchless is absolutely
Yeah.
glitchless, and if you do
Yeah,
glitch,
sure.
that's invalid. Like, I understand the other approaches, but I just don't want to. That's all.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the most obvious thing is just to not do it at all, right? Just don't do mistakes.
Sure.
Just
Just
be
be a
good,
tad.
forehead.
Yeah, just be a human.
While we were
tax.
talking, Gluzy also finished in 4th place.
And is
Indeed,
trying to
indeed.
ban twice.
Well,
Not quite
Can
sure
try.
why, but
I imagine he cleared Palace or something.
Wait.
quite possibly.
Oh, that's the first time I beat Boozy, actually.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, because even when I finished in the top 3, Boozy would always finish before me. That's the first time I actually defeat him.
Very nice.
But Nesman is still way, way, way ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Nesman.
Yeah, it's Nisman. It's also the person who completely and intentionally drew in the bronze final.
Oh, yeah, sure. That match was a thing.
That was, yeah.
and you could tell on the French stream we were not liking it.
Don't take it too seriously. We had a lot of fun during our commentary of that match. Like, I mean, we also
Yeah.
completely lost our minds, but that's par for the course when Nesman's on restream. So
I think a lot of the commentary moments from that were on the season like recap video were from that
Yeah.
match, and you guys losing your minds.
By the way, talking about tournaments,
yeah,
when is season 3 going to get started?
well, we do still have to figure out exact details for that, how that's going to work.
Yeah, because since
Don't think I'm saying too much when I say that it will be a variety tournament.
yeah, of course, but since group stage is the thing that was voted according to the poll results.
Yeah, we like
It
the thing is we need to work out how we are going to make that work specifically for a variety tournament.
I mean, oh,
I
that's
know
the-
that like that's
Oh.
the kind of works, but like
Oh, that's the variety. Oh,
yeah, like we can't do an elimination bracket really for a variety tournament. That doesn't
yeah,
make
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So like
What I was going to say that if you plan on doing groups, you need to do seeding races too.
and again, how do you do seeding races for a variety settings tournament? What settings do you do those on? Like
That's the question. Well,
that's like kind of where the last tournament format came out of, like thinking about those questions and being like, okay, so we just do like Swiss, and I know you didn't like that, and I know a lot of people don't particularly like Swiss, so we will try to find some other idea to make that work.
well, the thing is, I told that many times. I don't like Swiss as a player, as a commentator, as a restreamer, and as a tournament organizer. There was a time when I was a tournament organizer on another game that I won't quote because it was a really bad time for me. And the organizations I was in were never using Swiss for a reason, and that's the reason.
I mean,
mind you that it wasn't a game where a tournament plays on the span of a month. It was tournaments that would play on the span of a night.
Yeah, that is another whole, that is, again, a whole different thing. I think from a tournament organization perspective, the Swiss one was perfectly fine. I get that we had, a lot of densely packed restreams, and that we had a lot of densely packed matches, and that's something to think about.
Yeah, but the worst for me is that if you have exactly 1 week to both play and schedule, you cannot schedule in advance, and not being able to schedule in advance was the worst for me. That's why I couldn't
I know. I know that is that's a completely valid complaint. It's kind of been the same for the first tournament, except that no one really enforced that.
Well, the first tournament was in double LM, so you could at least plan as soon as you can.
Sure, because it gets out of sync anyways, and
and you know your next opponent.
If from the time you know your next opponent, you have 1 week to finish your match, then that's not any better. But yes, I was thinking if it made sense to adapt the Swiss so that it schedules the following round matches based not on the round immediately before, but the one before that, so that you have a week during which you play one match and schedule the next. But I'm not sure if that makes sense.
I honestly don't really know.
The thing is
that's
also something if you have ideas, join our Discord, tell us in tourney discussion.
The thing is, for double LM, only the loser bracket has to be fast. The winner bracket will always have to wait anyway.
Yeah.
And they are recommended to wait.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
It's better to wait 2 weeks before your matches than doing all the matches right away and waiting 1 month for your final.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That is another thing. And also, the number of matches drops really quickly in an elimination bracket, obviously, as people get eliminated.
So I'm thinking about variety tournament seeding races. It depends on how many seeding races you want to do, but you could enable 1 setting at a time, 1 for each race, and say, that's a race for each setting. You know what's going to await you in the tournament.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Also, I haven't decided the specific settings for the tournament yet, because obviously we don't know, are we going to have rounds that vary settings? How many of those are there?
Oh, okay. Getting the red ward right as the fight hands. That's sick.
I mean, it's not faster than quick warping, so.
Yeah, quick warping is faster.
Yeah, the thing is, I often get that, but when I don't want to.
Well, if you had gotten it today, would you have just gone and done the clones?
Honestly, yes.
So, you would have wanted it today, you just didn't know.
Done the clones? No, because I stopped doing the clones for the first cannon room. The problem is the second cannon room, because I've started using the bomb thread too, but I don't get it as consistently. And I do need that for glitches.
Yeah, sure. For Rando,
Yeah, in Rando, I shouldn't have attempted it, because in Rando we have fast charge and fast plate, so...
And no
it's just faster to charge. But, yeah, in glitchless, I would attempt the bomb strat. So the next tournament is the Variety one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't expected that.
Well, the Variety replaces the third weekly every month. It did, anyways. Now it's a bit more complicated.
Logic with the bet for ROM as well.
I'm just not really good with random settings. No.
Well, I don't think it would be random settings. It would be varied settings, but you would know like in advance what they were for at least some part
That
of
would be
them.
cool though, like a
By the way-
rando TMCR.
Yeah, by the
thing.
way,
Like in the proposal I've written up for last time, like we had a part where it was like predetermined rounds with settings, and then like the settings draft thing for the
when-
elimination stage, which I think works nicely. Like to make people play different things and then give the runners a choice when that's down to the wire in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would want anything like actual random settings, just for like a
that
bit of
would be nice,
predictability.
but- that would be nice, but all the participants would have to like Rando, which I don't. But yeah, I wanted to ask, if we know the settings, is it because the mods decide the settings for each round, and every participant get the same settings for the same round, or do the players vote for the settings, like in other tournaments when every runner has a system of vote on or veto?
Yeah, because I
You
think
would-
they did that for Z1R, didn't they?
They did that for Link to the Past, if I remember correctly.
So you would have for each match determine the settings from both players, or
Like the I can
have
put two
all the
solutions.
players together determine the settings for all the players, or which like
No,
what
no,
are
no, 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 no. It would either be the race mode that
yeah.
that selects randomly which settings for the whole round, so for all runners, or it would be a system where the two runners decide with a system of vote and veto the settings for their match and only their match.
Yeah,
That's-
so the idea last time when we didn't
Yeah.
end up having the variety tournament was to have a mix of both, where
Yeah.
the Swiss stage would have predetermined settings from the race mods per round, and the elimination playoffs would have the runners determine the settings between each other with like voting veto system.
Yeah, so just as Zach said in chat, the recent Link to the Past tournament does that. The high seed votes, lower seed votes, and so it's a vote system.
Also,
Yeah.
just on a separate note,
We had
GG
something like that in
Like,
that
if
proposal.
you're familiar with fighting games, that's the same as stage striking.
Sure.
Where players just ban one stage at a time until there's only one stage remaining. So kind of the same mentality.
And
Like I said, it
welcome
is
in-
up for discussion. If you have like opinions on that, make sure to put them in text internal discussion, and we will like work things out from there.
Oh, that's a bad V2 for Showcase.
in
Yeah.
other
Meanwhile-
news, is GG.
GG to kids. Welcome.
GG kids.
Thank you.
Oh.
GG's everyone else.
You're really quiet for some
So-
reason.
Yeah.
Aren't I usually?
Well, yeah, but
So you did manage to avoid Palace.
I was actually half tempted to go into Palace. And then I'm just like, it's more of a time commitment than the few checks in Fortress. I'd rather go to Fortress first after I basically just did the rest of the overworld.
Yeah, you did. Did you have any Overwatch checks left before going to Fortress?
No.
Like besides Palace? No.
Nope.
Okay.
My overworld is completely done. Oh, there is
Yeah.
actually one thing.
Oh?
Chickens.
Ah.
oh yeah, no one did chickens.
I skipped a lot of town. Like, when I got the early cave, I thought maybe I would dip Fountain early, and when I got all those items, I was like, I'm never going to dip into Fountain.
Yeah.
There was nothing in Fountain, naturally.
Why would there be something in Fountain?
By the way, that makes me think, now that I'm cleaning my windows, you know that I had two pictures opened just in case. You know what those are, Sean, right?
Well, it's probably going to be
Octomanip,
Octomanip, isn't it?
Yeah, Octomanip for OU and Octomanip for GP.
Oh.
I opened both because if I get a bootless manip. Like, if I had gotten the shield, I would have gone for a bootless manip, but I would have had to use a U pattern.
Oh, interesting.
Though it's only experimental, of course, because as you can think, bootless manip is not as easy because you have to replace the boot usage by the right amount of sword slashes.
Yeah, you need to get like the boot dash is 12 RNG quotes, but you would
Yes.
get some number of rolls where you dash, so it's
So a boot full usage is 12 RNG rolls, so you would have to slash 12 times. Well, slash or roll.
Yeah,
The
but
thing
yeah,
is, the thing is, if you need to get Octo's tail without the boots at the beginning, GG Shoki, you would need to route slashes and rolls optimally, and that's hard. That's the hardest part.
so you would need to like when do you need to have done those slashes for the dash instead?
I would need to be drunk and then try to do the bootless manip.
Okay, so you don't know.
Well, on the first room, you know that normally you have to use the boots in the 9 first
Yeah,
frames.
normally before entering Octo, you advance RNG by like
Soft resetting.
2
then,
dashes, 3 rolls, 2 taps.
That's the reverse. That's
That's
two,
for PPL movement.
Yeah. 2 puffs, 3 rolls, and dash. I do that in this order.
But
It's
one
more
dash
organized.
in each room before Octo, right?
Yeah.
So 2 dashes total.
So obviously, in the first room, since you cannot use the boots in the 9 first frame, you need to be quick with your rolls. That would be 3 rolls.
That's
Then-
3 rolls. Does RNG advance there by itself?
3 rolls, so that would be.
I think that's
9.
why you have to be quick about that dash there, right? Because RNG advances.
Yeah, RNG advances because of the ice blocks shining.
So you would need to see how consistent you can get that.
Look,
But-
it's literally just a concept.
Yeah, no,
I-
it's like I think it's possible, but
And I'm literally the only one interested enough in manipulating the RNG in that case. Everyone else would just YOLO it. But when you try to YOLO Octo, well, what happens is what happened to me. And I dislike it. Especially when you see the boots and you're like,
yeah.
thanks.
I laughed
I
at
did
those.
see Shocky join us here for a moment and then leave again.
Shocky's in waiting room if
Oh,
I don't know if it was one of our trackers or something, but here is Shocky, so GG's Shocky.
GG's. GG's.
That was finding a needle in a haystack.
GG.
yeah. Cleosphere 0?
You know, yeah, I normally do. I was like, oh, progression, ooh, progression.
Yes. No, I get it. The seed was just throwing stuff at you, but if you had that caster cancel when you found the other one in Cloud, you would just have gone to Fortress, right? Because you didn't even do the fusions on your first trip through Cloud
Yeah.
did you?
I would have done the Wind Ruins first.
But yeah, that's
So, was I
That's
the
good.
only one who skipped lower Krena?
Meshi did too.
Mash
I
is
skipped
good.
I see.
everything except for the fairy fountain, the 3.
I see. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I skipped Fairy Fountain, the boss key chest in Droplets, the boss key chest in Shrine because I knew it was just the compass, most of Lon Lon, and that's about all I skipped.
Yeah, you skipped way more than me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I skipped a lot. Like, if I'm looking at my tracker, I skipped Town, Castor Minish, Lower Crenel, Minish checks in Lake, and that's all. Of course, I skipped. I didn't get my 5th Cloud Tops, so I didn't get to go there. I only went to Cloud Tops, but not further. I didn't even save Grigol.
Oh, I did. I saved Griegel.
Uh,
I actually killed Georg.
Yep. That's
Wait,
what I was
Mashi
gonna
killed
say.
you. You wait.
No,
You
No,
Shocky.
Shocky
Shocky.
killed.
Yeah,
Shocky.
I killed
Georg.
Georg.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have the last Cloud Top Stone, so I didn't even go into Palace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
same.
you
It
didn't
wasn't
get that
nowhere.
last Cloudtop's Kinstone, it saved you.
Yeah.
Unless you're Kits who just refused to go to Palace.
The
I
only,
did everything but Palace.
but I'm the only one who skipped the Ocarina.
No, I don't. Did Shocky? Did you get
Yeah, I
the?
got the Ocarina. Yeah, I got
No.
the Ocarina.
Okay, then yeah, you were the
yeah.
only one who skipped the Ocarina.
Where were the flippers?
I got
They were in the lamp cave in Lon
Long
Ranch.
Cave.
Lon Cave.
Oh, okay. I skipped Lon, so
Yeah, I remember because I was going to I was going to Droplets and I found the flippers just before Droplets and I was like, it's useless and it just adds more checks. But it might give more information about logic, but that's all.
Great Spin in Vale Falls was nice.
That was 100. Like we lost track of where because Mashi had Great Spin like 20 minutes in, something like that. But we never actually saw where from.
Oh, that reminds me. At the beginning, I went to the Trilby Mids Caves, and I was like, well, I can already complete Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
Except I forgot one detail. Sword.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
why that's why I'm pretty sure some of you were surprised. Why is he going there? He doesn't have a sword.
Rom,
Because
I'm
my
going to be
intent-
100% honest with you. I said that going to Krenner was a good idea, and then remembered for sword myself after Ibot mentioned it.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a
I
sword
was
right
hard
there, though,
thinking
but
about
you kinda
going there,
can't flip
and then I was like, I bought a sword for.
There was a sword, but there was a red sword in Memory's Mines. I could have gotten that and done Crenel in one go. No, because I wouldn't have had the grip ring. But well, yeah. Grip ring was in Minish Forest.
I think it was Minish Woods, yes.
Yeah, I think it was Minish Woods.
Yeah, I think it was in a Mid Grotto, no? It was either the Mid Grotto or the chest before the river. And that reminds me, if you're going to do Mid Cave, ensure you have a sword.
I mean,
I know you're calling me out on that.
yeah.
Don't worry, we were about to.
Yeah, I sure liked Boo's like with that sword.
Oh, I'm sure you loved for sword that you saw straight afterwards.
That made me laugh too.
I could have used the. I didn't have the bow at the time, right?
Yeah, you should have.
You should have had it.
The first puddle cave.
Yeah, because I don't know why I skipped the puddle cave. Or I did get it. I could
No,
have
I
had
think you
the
had bow. I just don't think you used
Yeah.
it.
No, because I didn't have the butterfly or the boots.
Yeah.
Then
That'll
I
do it.
found. Then I found the butterfly and was like, "Oh, that's great!" Because I don't have boots. It means faster clear rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was a great seed. I'm stunned at the amount of ban points that people are giving it.
What were you expecting?
I expected
it
it from
was-
you. You're
it
the
was-
only person I expected it from.
It was a lottery for the fourth sword. Of course you'd get banned. Like, it was a no seed times 20 because it was even faster up until the lottery time, and you had the whole tracker, the whole map open for the fourth sword. Of course you'd get banned.
Yeah, that was needle in a haystack for me because I was like, where is it? Okay, let's full clear here. Let's full clear here. Let's full clear this area.
Well, Well, we've asked everyone, I think, other than you at this point, Shocky. But if you'd have had for free, if that Caster Kinstone in Cloudtops would have been your third one, would you have
Would I bailed?
Like, would you
Yeah.
have bailed and gone to Fortress or
bailed.
not?
I would have bailed and went to Fortress because I know the meme about Fortress of Go mode. I would have bailed.
If I had all 5 Cloudtops Kinstone, then I had the last Castor in Cloudtops, I would have went to Palace and save walked.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been strange. Well, that would have been both non-elemental dungeons opened for Go mode. Well, that would have been a Deoseed.
Yeah.
And I would have probably gone to Kjorg first. Because of my experience with Deoseeds.
I had on my map tracker when I decided between the dungeon, I had all of the ruins and fortress versus just Palace of Winds. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Fortress instead. There's more checks down there.
Yeah, I'm glad I got that right.
I had all 4 of my elements by like an hour 25.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had my elements in the early hour. Like really
Yeah, I
early.
think
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, you and Mashi both had all 4 elements sub 130. I know that much.
Yeah, but around when did Mashi get ahead of me? Like, I'm interested. Where did I lose time?
I know that Mashi caught up because he dipped thingy quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Droplets, and then did half a droplets, so caught up after you because you went to cave first, and then
I 25.
No, Cave of Flames.
Cave of Flames.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So and then I think from there it was just went straight to Valley and then went straight to Deepwood, got the Vale Fallskinstone.
I see.
And then
I think like going like too deep within to town then to Valley was when you did a bit more checks along the way than Mashi did.
Yeah, I did route a few town checks before Royal Valley because it was on the way, but I didn't want to route all town. I only did the 4 Swift Blade checks and Andrew Sledge because I wanted my Tint Charm routed. Yes, I did Andrew Sledge only to talk to Den. Yes.
And you did do True Hendra Sledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I did Blue Joe.
You know, I just realized I never went to the dojo.
Only, I think only Kits did.
I mean,
no, Rom would have because you've got the shield.
That's where I got the shield. He only had the shield.
Yeah.
Nice
the other shield was on the Crown Scrub.
Yep. That was a nice mirror shield.
Shield lock shield. That's a first for me.
Right. I think
any other
questions.
Unless you have any last comments you want to get out, I think that's it from our end.
If you still have the Endless Seed,
I do still have that Henry Seed. I could post that somewhere if you guys want me to.
I mean, would the Henry Seed have been more horrible?
I don't know. I haven't played it. I can give it to you to play to find out.
Well, perhaps.
Or we could like use it on Wednesday.
Oh, casual weekly, yeah. Why not? I mean, I won't be available because I have classes at the same time, but yeah.
Yeah, or you could try to organize a casual race at any point before that, and if I'm around, I can give you the seat then.
Yeah, sure.
that's where you could use the Discord that I don't
Yes, join our Discord to
Boom.
go and find other people to race with at pretty much any time, really.
Yeah. For
Well,
all things TMTR.
there's also another server that organizes races often. Well, they used to organize race often.
I mean, usually you would see them in both channels anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That server's reserved solely for ALTTP at the moment.
Wait, really?
They all they ever do is multi-worlds of ALTTP at the moment.
They haven't
Good to know.
even
But a bunch of us were in this race.
Oh yeah, we could try to find out what's next on CSR and tell people about those things, because
because
what do we have?
Minish Cap Rondo isn't the only Zelda Rondo that's interesting, right?
It's the only one that matters.
I guess it's this. Yeah, it's the only thing I see is like in 20 hours, which is OTR Season 4 tournament match, if I can see that's right.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing.
That's
So-
a lot.
Well, after that, yes, like during the week, sure. If you want to go with the whole week.
So we are.
Weekends are an exciting time on CSR.
Yes, but but this was pretty much the last thing this weekend.
Yep.
So we don't have to go through the whole and this and this and this is coming up tomorrow
This time and that time, and
So yeah,
you
tomorrow-
won't remember it, but
at 2 p.m. Eastern is an OTR Season 4 tournament match. If you're interested in that sort of thing, make sure to follow ZeldaSpeedRuns. If you're interested in more TMCR, like we alluded to earlier, we do have casual races on Wednesdays regularly and at any time when people want to. Otherwise, those aren't getting restreamed. We do have the weekly, which next week is going to be in the earlier time slot again, so at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1900 UTC.
Yes, and as the name implies, weeklies are weekly.
oh,
Yeah.
that's
It's
crazy.
Though they aren't at the same time anymore, every 2 weeks, we're using a more friendly time scale for European people. And the other time we have an earlier time schedule. Like now we have 2 time schedules.
yeah, it's like trying to find a compromise between the people who want to get done early and the people who want to start late.
Yes, so on the server, if you feel lost, you can just type !weekly, and our friend Yellery will just answer you with when the next weekly is. How convenient.
Yeah, it's also going to be on the CSR schedule, so you can check that out as well. Don't know why that has a tournament schedule on there, because we don't have a tournament going on right now, but, you know,
Soon, TM.
yeah,
Soon TM.
coming up.
In the
So, yeah.
universe.
I think that's it from our end. Have a nice evening.
Big thanks to the commentators today, Ibot02 and SDG Sean. And big shout out to our trackers, who were Nimbus 125, Tomoltak 13, Siberian, and Lavana. And shout outs to all 4 of our restreamed runners, as well as those who've raced behind the scenes with them.
Awesome.
And with our run finished here, we're probably going to take our raid to visit one of the other runners from this race, our Dragon's Den.